upstate New York. Yeah.
Let's go. Shit, baby. Yeah, man. We on?
Yeah.
All right, Shalom. And we'd like to start off by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Kakudash.
I also want to give double honor to our elder apostles, elder bishops, great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessing, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. We got a GMS Mississippi camp to my right. To my left. And I'm Zahab, and today we're going to go into a live stream entitled When That Boy Rolls Up. When That Boy Rolls Up. All right. We can open up with Isaiah 65 and 11. All right, because we've just seen the footage of the Buffalo shooting. The brother just showed us. All right, Esau pulling up with the GoPro camera, man. All right, knocking out everybody in one shot. All right, it all happened in a 1 minute, literally 60 seconds. All right, it all happened within less than 60 seconds. Now that's Yahweh Bashmal shot sicking his pit bull on the 2/3 of our people. And as you can see, where's the energy at? Like, where's the energy of our people?
The uprising.
The uprising, man. You niggas are done, man. All you rap niggas, all you street niggas, all you gangsters, all you militia niggas. Because you know you can't handle a nigga like E. And then Jake, I'm just going to stop speaking like the scripture speak, and I'm going to make a point.
That's enough for you. You got the phone? Okay, well, I thought you were getting out of like Isaiah 65 and 11.
Yeah.
Okay, slide.
No, it was whoever had it. All right, because, all right.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 11. It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain.
You niggas forgot the holy mountain. Most of the people that got shot, from what I've seen, were the senior citizens, man. And they were all probably raised off Christianity. All right, they're old, and your God looked just like him. That's why when he pulled out that car, you didn't see a threat. Because you was raised to think that's how God looks anyway. All right, your God betrayed you, man. All right, don't feel bad because it's old people. Nah, man, they're old forsakers of Yahweh, man. All right.
And it says, they forget my holy mountain, they prepare a table for their troop.
Your actions, your rebellion. Don't you know that troop is Yahweh Bashmal Shah punishing you? Don't you know that the military of Esau Edom is Yahweh Bashmal Shah chastity ride, man? Your rebellion leads to so-called domestic terrorist attacks. Your rebellion led to the so-called white man leading you into cargo slave ship. Your rebellion led to the so-called Spaniards, all right, taking over the Central and South America, man. So-called French taking over the Americas. The so-called British taking over the Americas and killing Gad and Reuben, man. You're killing the so-called Taino Indians, man. All right, that's a result of your rebellion. All right, somebody get that in Samuel, I kill, I make alive.
Yeah,
all right, the Most High has a chastening to ride for a nation. How do you chasten a nation? With another nation's military. All right, you prepare a table for that troop, man, and the Most High gonna keep kicking you and stuffing you with these assassins, with these domestic acts to rouse you niggas up, man. All right, get there real quick.
1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
Yup. He killeth. Point blank period. So that Edomite boy, he didn't kill. There was a spirit. He was possessed by a spirit.
He was sent.
It was a spirit of vengeance, man. Because Yahweh Bashmal Shah, he is the judge of the earth. It tells you in Matthew and in Luke that basically a sparrowly doesn't fall for the sky without the commission of Yahweh Bashmal Shah, without that green light. How much more people, man? You got to sign off on it, man. Beautiful point. So that little Edomite was a spirit created for vengeance. And the spirits guided those bullets, man. All right? You got it?
All right, I got a precept for you as well.
Yeah.
All right, 1 Samuel 2 and 6 again. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
He brought down to the grave 10 people within less than a minute, 52 seconds, man. All right, that's judgment. All right, we're not here to build shit here. We're not here to have a 401k, whatever you call it, man. We're not here for a 20-year plan. The Most High gonna keep making this shit happen till you realize that shit, man. All right, got your precept.
Psalm chapter 17, verse 13.
Yep.
Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. All right. He's the sword of Yahweh Basham Shai. All right. What did it say in correct me if I'm wrong, it's in Isaiah? Oh, Assyrian.
Yeah, right there.
Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. Spirit was like, I got it, brother.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation.
Now, at that time, the Assyrians were in power, but now Esau, Edom is in power. All right. Now he's a modern day Assyrian. All right. He's the rod of Yahweh's anger, and that Assyrian is spiritually represent Esau, Edom. All right. But he's the rod of Yahweh's anger, man. Because you're going to find out that everything that happens on the planet Earth is signed off, like you said, by Yahweh Basham Shai. Okay? So what happened today, because it did happen today, right?
Yesterday.
All right, that was an act, that was judgment by Yahweh Basham Shai. That's a strategic judgment.
Then a GoPro camera.
Yep.
He wanted that to be seen.
Yep. Yep.
You know?
To those in his fraternity.
Yep.
Because he has a fraternity in which he was doing that for. You know?
Keep going.
Yep.
It says, I will send him,
Yep.
going back to you say he was sent,
Yep.
I will send him against a hypocritical nation,
Yep.
and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge
Yep.
to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
So the Most High said he would send him against you niggas, man. Because you the hypocritical nation, man.
Yeah.
So, hey, don't you understand that we're in the clutch? We're in the claws of our enemies? That we've already been strategically placed in America to where we'll basically be dead meat. All right?
We're pretty much at the mercy of Esau.
At the mercy of Esau, man. Some of the most dangerous places to be is in a high concentration of Israelites. If your location is nothing but Israelites, that's like a war zone, man. It's like ground zero for a lot of jakes, man.
The chance of death go up tremendously.
Tremendously, man. All right, Esau's about to come at you directly. Because at first he came at you indirectly, or through so-called black culture, through the guns in your neighborhood, through infiltrated gangs, all right, through the processed food. But now this man is about to come at you directly, man. All right, but that man is really the arm or the sword of Yahweh Basham Shai. And as long as you are estranged from your God, all right, it's open season for you, man.
It was like an open season.
Yeah.
He was killing their will.
Yep.
He was picking who he wanted. Because on the other video, it was a little longer. It was one Edomite in that store.
Yep.
And the Edomite was balled up in the corner. And he was finna shoot him. And then you can hear the shooter say, my bad.
Really?
He didn't shoot the Edomite.
Damn.
He went on shooting Jake. Like, it was one Edomite because the 52-second one we got, I think the one that the brother El Karatazak sent me earlier, which they done took that down now. You can't get that one anymore. But it showed an Edomite curled up and he skipped over that Edomite, showing that was a hit.
Yep.
That was a hit, man, from the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He's good.
Don't get him.
You had some more in there, bro?
Yeah, because you said, like Jaquan was saying, how it was the Most High that did that. When you read verse 7, it says, howbeit he meaneth not so, neither doth his heart think so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few.
Yeah.
So like the Syrians back then, they don't even understand why they were doing what they were doing. But now Esau Edom, the scriptures say, I will give him a charge against thee.
Yeah.
So he has his orders from on high. What the scriptures say, when the man sleep, how the Most High sealed his instructions.
Yeah.
You see?
That's right.
And that's what we finna see. And seeing that on that type of scale, that lets us know that Yahweh Basham Shai is tired of talking to Israel, man.
Yeah. And if I may add, you know, as long as we're obedient, as long as we're obedient, you know, this is something that, you know, we don't have to be concerned with. You know, 2/3 of our people, you know, they got to worry about that. And I got just a quick precept to prove it. All right. So Psalms chapter 125, verse 3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity.
So as long as we're in good with Yahweh Basham Shai, as long as we're under his umbrella, we're exempt from that judgment.
Right.
As long as we stay in good, the 1/3 of our people, man. All right, but the 2/3 of our people is open season because they're disconnected. Esau, Edom's gift is that sword. Yep. But our gift is our connection with Yahweh Shai. But once you're disconnected, it's open season. You know? You got it, bro.
Finish that. In Isaiah 65 and 11, it says, and they furnish the drink offering unto their number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer. Yep. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
It's gonna be a cold summer. Hey, when I call, and how did he call? Through his prophets?
Yeah, bro.
And that was 50 years of calling. From 1969 to 2022, it's 50 plus years of calling, man.
It's like an hour to the Most High.
It's like an hour, man. So, hey, it's about to go down, man. All right? And like I said, the gas going up, and that's a negative ripple effect. The people that's going to get hurt the most are women, senior citizens, babies, you know?
Be slaughterhouse.
You got something else for you?
You got it, yo.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 4. For he is the minister of the heavenly Father to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain.
Yeah.
For he is the minister of the heavenly Father, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Yeah, and minister really means like a mini servant.
Yeah.
You know, so you got many servants on the right hand side, and you got many servants on the left hand side. So it's clearly known through the Holy Spirit that Esau Edom is a minister, Yahweh Shai, on the left hand side. He's the minister of punishment. All right, he punishes. All right, the nation of Israel when they are disconnected and rebellious from Yahweh Shai.
They're whooping stick.
They're whooping stick. Because all the nations knew back then. Hey, as long as they disconnected from their power, they ours.
Yeah.
And there's always been their counsel. All right, you got it, bro.
And how you know he has that authority from on high? Because can't nobody check him on what he's doing.
Yes.
Nobody can check him.
Now, if something happened in Iraq and it get too hectic, well, Esau can go over there and check that shit.
Yep, that's right.
Well, see, when he execute, what other nation gonna come check him? That's why, because he's ordained from on high. That's his rank in the earth, man. And see, you Jake don't learn the hard way, man. You know?
Yeah, somebody else had said that too. I forget who said it, but they were talking about Amalek. Like basically how you know that these so-called Jewish people are the ones that control the earth. You got to be careful who you talk about. You know, everybody careful when it comes to Amalek, man.
This is Ezekiel 79. It says, "And my eye shall not spare." I started 8. It says, "Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thy abominations. And my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to the ways of thy abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shai, the smiter."
And this is going to be your recompense for making a culture out of rebellion. All right, the 2/3 of our people, starting with so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you niggas made it a culture to rebel against Yahweh. And the Most High sent the same enemy, the so-called white man. Okay, that's what you get for 300 years of Christianity. All right, this is what you get for despising Yahweh Shai, street culture. You know,
60 years of feminism.
60 years of feminism. Because when you saying fuck a nigga or fuck marriage or whatever, you basically saying to hell with the Most High structure and how he set it up.
Abortion rate.
Abortion, you just prepare. No. You just give me a baby out the Molech. You know?
Not only are you okay with, but you're fighting to keep it going.
Fighting to keep this system going.
That's a witness against you.
Yeah.
Like you can see that the Yahweh Shai is about to open up. Okay? Because see, Kevin Samuel gonna be your least worry. You need to worry about that boy. If you ain't in tune with Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
You know, a nigga correcting you on the internet, okay, or expose you on the internet, you still get up and walk away from there.
Yeah.
But when the Most High get Esau that charge, as we see, you ain't walking away.
Yeah, like you brought that one woman, pretty much like, you know, that was her last few seconds till he popped the dome, man.
Imagine what was going through her head.
Yeah.
She probably heard the prophet because Buffalo small.
Yeah.
Buffalo ain't no real big city. So she probably heard the prophets in the background. in her head, because everything that you hear is in your subconscious. And the most I can draw it out when you get ready, man. So for them last few seconds, she probably hearing brothers going into it, you know? The most I he finna make statements in the earth, man. And this, like you said with Sodom and Gomorrah, I was an example.
Mm-hmm.
That was an example.
Yep. A sample.
Yep. That's something else gonna happen on a larger scale, though, man.
Cause like I said, 10 of them niggas, that little Edomite boy, it was like 18. 10 of him will wipe out old block. See that street culture is getting checked, man. Yeah. It's getting scrutinized, man.
Yep.
That tough guy shit with 2/3 of our people. All right. The most he finna humiliate you, man. Because Esau Edom, man, he doesn't look at you like his equal. He looks at himself like he's a hunter and you the animal. It is open season. All right.
Yeah.
Con, unless you got something.
I get mine.
All right. Real quick, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
That man, I don't know his name. I didn't get his name. But he's a spirit created. He was put on this earth to execute vengeance on this day. And if you are spiritual, you have the Holy Spirit on you, you will understand that it's not him that has the power. It's the Most High that has the power.
He was sent.
And he was sent. He was one sent. He was a minister. He was a left-hand side minister, man. Because did it not say, is that it Wisdom of Solomon 12? Or is it Wisdom of Solomon 18? Who governed the world with the palm of his hands?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, because you can understand what it means to be Yahweh Bashma Messiah. He is, I am, omnipotent, man.
That's Sirach 18:3.
Sirach 18:3? Okay. Go ahead and get it real quick.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 18. I started at 1. It says, he that liveth forever hath created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, there is none other but he, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will.
Yep.
For he is the king of all, by his power divine holy things among them from the profane.
They said he's the king of all. It says all things obey his will. All right, you go back to your scripture, bro.
Ecclesiastes chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
He was created for vengeance. He was created to destroy. And that particular guy that did that, the Most High created his spirit to execute vengeance on this day. He was possessed.
Yep.
You know?
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
That was a sore stroke. That was a sore stroke. Like you can reiterate, that was a high power rifle. He bit that one. The first woman he shot, or the second woman, he bit her in hell. Like she was leaving the store, like she leaned in hell when she got hit, man. You know? And that's gonna happen more. And there's gonna be a whole system unleashed. That's why they keep making movies called The Purge. The purging you niggas out the American dream.
They about to catch hell.
The last purge, I don't know if y'all saw the last purge. They had a mobile concentration camp over there in, I think, Mexico. And they had the Issachar in the mobile concentration camp torturing them in a mobile concentration. You can hear them screaming outside within the truck, man. You know? It's finna get real, man. See, all this bread and circuses is a distraction, man, but you have death. You're about to walk into death, man. That's why it's called the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yep. All right. In the time of destruction,
yeah,
they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Those spirits going back to the spirit world, that was energy that appeased the wrath that you have about your side, man. All right? He was appeased by that. Because when you're in a state of rebellion, then the Most High sends spirits of vengeance, and they execute his will, that appeases him. Crying and moaning and fighting for blood and fighting for oxygen, and you blow your brains out, that appease the Most High. And I know it sounds unorthodox, but the Jesus shit didn't work. You can listen to what we're saying and think, man, they sound cruel. Mm-hmm. But the love doctrine didn't work. It wasn't consistent with reality.
Yeah. And we just talking.
We just talking.
Most High about to be done with talking.
Yeah.
That's what he's showing. Like, stop talking to these niggas, man.
And this will happen in the same state where the prophets first came out.
Yep.
The headquarters.
And then that era, them Jakes was in the 80s.
Yep.
So they was around the Abba Bivens,
yep.
King Masha. You see?
You ever seen the movie Final Destination?
Okay.
All right, everybody that died, everybody that's there that cheated death followed them. Like they weren't where they were by coincidence. So if it was time for them to die, they were in that particular place because that's where they were destined to be.
Yep.
Like you said, the elders first came out 1969. Everybody in that store could have been around there when they happened, and within the time frame, and rebelled against the Most High. And the Most High judged them 50 years later, man. You know?
This is Proverbs 16 and 14. The wrath of a king is as messengers of death.
Wait a minute. The wrath of what king? Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Messengers are one sent. All right? So you can tell us the wrath of Yahweh Bashmal Shai, man. All right?
But a wise man will pacify it.
Yep.
That's what we're doing now.
Yep.
Like you say, bro, on the highways and byways, brothers repented, not celebrating these wicked holidays, giving our engine to building the nation. That's pacifying their wrath. Because see, this is another thing. No one considers the mood of Yahweh Shemal Shai. Everybody on Facebook talking about how they feel, what they think. They should have did this. They should have said that. But no one's saying, well, what's the mood of the Creator?
Mm-hmm.
How does he feel about what's going on in the earth? Okay, he's pissed, and now he's showing it through the prophets. But then it's gonna come a time where he's gonna pull the prophets back and he's gonna show through action, man. We got some more too. This is Isaiah 1 and 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
As long as you are estranged from your power, is open season on you. You got it.
A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Laden with iniquity. It is layer after layer of iniquity.
Yep.
A
seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger. They are gone away backwards. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. So the Most High, ain't no sense of me putting you in the ghettos. You niggas glorify it. Ain't no sense of me making you impoverished. You niggas glorify it. Okay? So I'm just gonna start taking niggas off the earth. And this is what this incident shows the Most High's temperament toward Jake, man. Jake ain't he said a nation that's going away backwards. So that means because now it went from every decade it was getting worse. Now every year it's getting worse. You see?
Yep.
So it's to the point now where the Most High just got to cut off a whole seed line of Israelites, man.
That's right.
Yeah, I got a few after you.
Yeah, you get yours.
All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
We can break that down.
But I mean, just basically, like I was saying, more than likely that generation of Jake that got, took out today, more than likely they were able to hear the word and they never repented. So the Lord allowed them to reach that old age, and this happened here. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in the evil time, when it followed suddenly upon them.
Suddenly. A minute. They changed that many people's lives, man.
Real quick, before I get y'all scriptures, Amos 3 and 6.
Okay. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when the smoke clears, you're gonna have to acknowledge that all this came from Yahweh Shema Shai. When America's destroyed, all right, the world's gonna know that there's a power that did this.
There's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Trumpet has been blown for the last 50 years. All right.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai have not done it? See,
today there was an evil in the city of Buffalo State, New York. Buffalo, New York. All right. And it says, shall there be evil in the city, and the Most High have not done it, man. So the Most High has to get the credit for what was done. It was judgment. All right.
Psalm 68:20. He that is our power is the power of salvation. and unto the Most High, the Lord, belong the issues from death.
Yep. So, and the Most High is responsible for death, man. All right.
How you die, when.
Yeah. How, when, exactly. So, and that's he calculates all that.
I got one for real quick, bro. All right, it's Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 8. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit.
Yep.
Neither hath he power in the day of death.
Yep. Because once the Most High commissions you to go, and when he wants to dispense your spirit, release your spirit back to the spirit world, you can't resist that. Like that woman was fighting for her life, then the man shot her in the head, and that was the Most High.
Yep.
You know?
Neither hath he power in the day of death, and there is no discharge in that war.
Yep.
You know, that's the point.
Hey, well, nobody has power to keep their spirit in their body. None of those people knew that when they left the house and went to the store that day, that they were gonna go back to the spirit world before they went home.
That kills free will.
That kills free
You
will.
can't stop yourself from dying.
Right.
Then you gotta think what it's May. So those people, you know, shopping, thinking about what they're gonna cook, you know, what they're gonna do for the week. You know, they probably had a lot of grandkids graduating, you know, getting ready to graduate.
Yeah.
They got all these things in their mind, but no thought of how about shooting outside. See, y'all about shooting outside from the pull up. See all that lingo Jake be on.
Yeah.
Most often bring that energy to Jake. All that slide, pull up. And I'm a big stepper. Well, that's the energy that y'all about shooting outside finna bring to you niggas, man.
That's right.
This is Ezekiel 9:4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and they cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, that's the mark of exemption.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It says, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye sparrow, let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house.
Yeah. It's those spirits of vengeance. You know?
And you seen, it said old, young,
Yeah.
and those women, those older women most. You know? Showing you that Yahweh Shema Shai is finna have like that ruthless spirit in the earth, man, when it comes to Jake. Okay. I think that's in Jeremiah if I can find it.
And it was so calculated, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
Accurate, man.
Yeah, it was accurate.
Like these are very tactical.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like Call of Duty with the GoPro, man. It's like a game of Call of Duty when you watched it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's a spirit of vengeance. And that's only an ensample. An ensample goes back to the word sample. So it's only a small demonstration of what's about to happen on the national level, even global level with the 12 tribes. Because the 12 tribes are worldwide. But it's going to be concentrated here in America as far as the time of Jacob's trouble.
It's basically like he was like one of the most sized hitmen.
Yep, that's right.
No.
This shit was accurate, man.
Mm-hmm. This is Jeremiah 18:11. It said, now therefore go to speak to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, thus said the Lord, behold, I frame evil against you and devise a device against you. Return ye now every one from his evil way and make your ways and your doings good. And they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices, and we will every one do the imagination of his evil heart. Mm-hmm. And that's the energy Jake come in. They're gonna do what they want. Mm-hmm. So now when Most High bring judgment, they're gonna have to resort to everything that they trusted in thus far.
Then he said he's gonna frame it.
Yeah, he gonna frame it. He can, like he said, the Most High. That's why Esau is so tapped into the left hand side. Okay, because a lot of the energy that Esau has been able to tap into and that the left hand technology, a lot of it gonna be used against the tribe. That's why I call Jacob trouble, because the whole earth finna suffer. Yeah, all these heathens, they gonna suffer, but see, it's gonna be an emphasis on Jacob, on the tribes, man. I'm gonna jump to the next chapter in verse 3. This is Jeremiah 19:3. It says, and say, hear ye the word of the Lord, O kings of Judah, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel. Behold, I will bring evil upon this place, that which whosoever heareth, his ears shall tingle. You know? And that was back during the time of the Babylonians. But the time's coming is prophesied to be worse than that, man. And like you said, there's one 18-year-old Edomite civilian, man. What about when the mercenaries come, man? Okay? What about when these Edomite militias come out, man? You know, when the dollar really crashed. Because you got, like, when the dollar crashed and ain't no police force, man, these militias gonna come out and just start getting busy, man. You know? And all Jake is worried about is what, man? All right? Kim Kardashian's boyfriend. The nigga got tattoo of the kids on their neck or some crazy shit. That's a nigga deepest thought of the day.
Esau and told what's going on, and Esau was upset. Especially those so-called conservatives, man. And those so-called conservatives, man, they really upset about, you know, Jake getting closer to their cities and everybody from out north coming down south. They really don't like that shit, man.
Yeah, they'll on the slick side indirectly talk shit to you, you know, speaking about Democrats, you know, and all, but you don't care, like we don't care, you know, but just they want to, you know, let Jake know, like we don't like you.
Yeah, we don't, but that's good because we don't like you, and you're a throwaway weapon, man. See, that's why it says better is the end of a thing than the beginning. At the beginning of your rulership, that was a fucked up time for us. But now we're at the end of this shit.
That's right, brother.
So keep getting mad. We love it when you mad.
That's right, man.
All right. But yeah, brother said, you know, we're gonna really close it out. I'll give you precepts.
Zechariah 14:2. It said, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half.
I'm about to say something on that. Yeah, it's an article. But basically, it was leaked from the ex-CIA agent Michael Mahoney. The Apostle Bar had mentioned him, but it's a document. It's entitled "My Warning to My Fellow Americans," some to the effect. He's speaking about Elder Brock out. He went into it as well, but basically saying like, do not be taken alive to the boxcars and camps, which remind me of the Purge movie you've seen. But he said how it's going to be brutal rape and torture. Basically, once they start arresting Israel, once they start apprehending you and throwing you in these camps, Keisha, with your proud ass, you're going to catch hell. And they're talking about you right here. But it says the same thing in that document. It's going to happen. You know?
Everybody looks at you like a piece of ass, Keisha. So that women's liberation, it liberated you to be a harlot. So the other men from other nations, they don't look at you like wives. They literally look at you like you're a piece of ass, man.
It's a sex toy.
It's a sex toy doing warfare. You're a sex toy doing warfare. So before they murder you, they're going to rape you.
You know, Most High going to probably amp those men libido up and everything.
Yeah, they're going to be on all types of drugs and shit.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man.
Because then when you're in a state of war, your testosterone already exceedingly high anyway. Like you said, the Most High is going to amplify everything, man. The niggas gonna be and those niggas are like sinister. Those the militias and Edomites, they're very sinister.
Yeah.
So it's not just gonna be like regular rough sex. Now they're gonna really be dark with it, man.
Yeah, gang banging you to death. Well, you had brought out like a while ago. Was it the Russians?
Russians, yep.
Yeah.
You know, the Russians when Germany's the men had left to World War II, the Russians invaded Germany, so we just women. You know, towns and villages, and you had instances. They said that the Russian soldiers raped everything from 10-year-old to 80.
Damn,
from 10 to 80, and they said you had instances where 70 men will rape one woman. Will rape one woman. You know, they said the hospital was full of women that were pregnant by those Russian soldiers, man.
And those are the Edomites.
Yeah.
They ain't even Jake.
but you know what? That's why there's 3 classifications of men: children of Yahweh Shai, children of men, and children of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
This man is the children of the wicked. There's a reason why, because these are already pagans, they're already heathens. But this classification of men, the dark man, how can you rape a 10-year-old or 80-year-old, man?
So the age range, man. Like I say, in some instances, 70 men, all right, will deal with one woman. So, but you got to remember, the Bible said this is a time coming that's worse than it. It's gonna be crazy, man.
And it was gonna be fucked up.
All these TikTok challenges
Yep.
where you dancing and showing your ass and titties, like Zaquan said, like these are the people, they just watching this and they can't wait. And these militias, because they live rough lives. You know, Esau got them pretty much, you know, away from society. You know, so when they get into society and they, like you say, their testosterone hit. Imagine a man of war, they had sex in, you know, 3-4 years, and he gets that first piece, he gonna go crazy, man.
He gonna overdo it.
He gonna overdo it, man. Finish this off when it says, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth in the captivity.
Hey, that's half of the city going forth in captivity. That's you being taken to them FEMA camps.
And the residue, all right, or the remnant of the people shall not be cut off from the city.
Hey, and there you go. And like you said, they're gonna go forth into captivity, which are those concentration camps. They're called concentration camps. They're gonna house concentrations of Israelites.
Yep.
You know, you gotta go.
All right, it's the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 30, and verse 15 down to 16. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not.
In quiet and confidence. Because we're confident in what's written, man. Okay? We know that there's a salvation to come, all right, for the elect of Israel. We know we have a power that's going to go head over Esau, his power structure. Okay? We're confident in that, man. That's why we can rest in these prophecies, man. Okay? We don't have to march. We don't have to protest. We don't have to get militant. We know the source of our power, man, and what he's going to do. You know? We got it.
I can read down verse 17. All right. And it says, and ye would not, but ye said no, for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee. And we will ride upon the swift, therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. One shall flee at the rebuke of one. Excuse me, let me read that again. Salaki. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on the hill.
So what you were talking about earlier. Like 10 of them dudes can
Run
run through old block. The scriptures say that.
Because all them little gang neighborhoods y'all be claiming on these songs, I want to see how you drill niggas get at it, man. Because like I said, one Edomite on that caliber can knock out a neighborhood.
It's saying 1,000. Like,
Come on,
take
man.
out 1,000 jakes.
Right? So one, like I said, mercenary, shit. You know, get 5 of them, you drop down in one neighborhood, come back in an hour, bodies laid out, man. That was 1 minute. Let's think about 5 in an hour, 5 Navy SEALs, 5 mercenaries. Come back in an hour. You dropped off an O block. Come back in an hour, man.
And we're gonna see what's the retaliation from these tough guys.
Yeah.
Griselda, what you gonna do, man? The pressure on, man.
Yep. Pressure
Okay.
applied.
You make whole albums about, you know, what you do to a nigga.
Yep.
Okay. So now and then he shot Granny them, man.
Precious Granny.
Yep. He shot Granny, Auntie.
Yep. The alpha males of our household.
Yep.
And that's what that to bring up again, but Keisha, that's what you love, you know?
But you niggas, then it wasn't just isolated, like it happened in Buffalo, but they so-called black people.
Yep.
So what about you other tough guys that got YouTube?
Yep.
Y'all saw this shit too.
Yeah, nobody's standing up.
Who gonna drive to Buffalo?
They're gonna drive to Buffalo,
Your
man.
help being them, man.
Yeah, man. It ain't like it just had, like, you know, it's called a race for a reason, nigga. Like it happened to our race. And it says in the headline, racist nigga kills 10 people.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a nigga, but you know. But where's the backlash?
It's called a hate crime.
Yeah, man, you niggas are so fucked up. That's why the Most High gonna keep putting pressure on you niggas till you get out of that lackadaisical spirit, man.
So who should rouse them up?
Yo, come on, man. Esau gonna rouse you niggas up. That boy come with that ammo.
Yeah.
Cause you niggas are goofies. Boosie, Bosco, whatever you niggas' names is, Lil Durk, all you niggas are y'all children.
Out of 21 Savages.
21 NBA young boys, Fredo Bay, Lil Durk,
Yeah.
y'all niggas are children. This man got a cake bake for you niggas, man. And like Jay-Z said in that line, we'll see how hard you are when the K9 come.
Yeah.
You know?
All the money and resources that niggas got. Because in the video, everybody got a gun.
Yep.
You know? But in reality, now, you know, now it's silence.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because like the big talk in the news is what's that nigga well, you got Gunna, you got the other nigga, Jake's caught up on that Rico shit.
Young Thug.
Yeah, Young Thug, you know, and they getting the rest of them guys. Then you got 50 Cent coming out. He bringing up like an old video from like 2016, 2017 saying he don't gang, he don't gang bang, you know, to like disassociate himself because he knew like a lot of you cats is gonna incriminate yourselves, like, you know, 6ix9ine, all the rest of them goofies, man. But basically when it comes to this, like Jake, like you said, Jake still ain't standing up, man. You know?
So the Most High gonna force you niggas to stand. He gonna force your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna stand up or stand down. You gonna get killed. But that's all we had. Well, and with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakapadash.
Never honor to our elder apostles, elder officials of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba. Shalom.
Shalom.
What time on it, bro?
41. Yep.
42.